Fed minutes revealed sharp divisions over rate cuts. Federal Reserve meeting minutes released Wednesday revealed significant disagreements among policymakers about the path forward for interest rates, with some officials preferring to keep rates unchanged despite the September quarter-point cut. The minutes from the September 16-17 meeting exposed deeper divisions than previously known within the 19-member Federal Open Market Committee. While almost all Fed officials ultimately supported the rate cut that brought the federal funds rate to 4 to 4.25%, the minutes showed a few participants stated there was merit in keeping the federal funds rate unchanged at this meeting, or that they could have supported such a decision. The decision marked the first rate reduction in nearly a year. Growing concerns over inflation persistence. Several Fed officials remained wary of inflation risks, particularly as President Trump's tariffs continue to ripple through the economy. According to the minutes, these officials noted that progress toward the committee's 2% inflation objective had stalled this year as inflation readings increased. The officials expressed concerns that Americans may expect higher inflation for longer periods if inflation does not return to its objective in a timely manner, which could make price increases more difficult to control. A majority of participants emphasized upside risks to their outlooks for inflation, according to the minutes. Fed officials Jeffrey Schmidt of Kansas City and others have maintained that inflation is too high and argued for keeping rates elevated to cool demand. The challenge is compounded by the federal government shutdown, which has delayed key economic data releases that Fed officials rely on for decision-making. Miron's dissent highlights policy divisions. The lone formal dissent came from newly appointed Governor Stephen Miron, who advocated for a larger half-point cut instead of the quarter-point reduction. Miron, who was confirmed just hours before the meeting began, has continued pushing for aggressive rate cuts in subsequent public remarks. Miron argues that current Fed policy is very restrictive and poses material risks to employment, citing changes in immigration patterns and other economic shifts under the Trump administration that suggest the neutral interest rate has declined. He has projected the need for approximately 5 additional rate cuts this year, bringing rates to the mid-2% range. Despite these divisions, most Fed officials supported further rate cuts over the remainder of the year, with market expectations pointing to another quarter-point reduction at the October 28-29 meeting.